In this video, I will be going through the 5 traits you need to be a good leader. This is from the book The Art of Manliness by Brett and Kate McKay. You can get the book from the top link in the description. This is now from a different chapter than my last few videos. This is now on the leader. We all lead at some point in our lives. We serve as leaders in our jobs, in our communities, and in our families. For many, being a leader means having the power to control others. Those who take this view eventually find that the more they try to control people, the less influence they have over them. For others, leadership means being in a position of authority, yet a man can be a leader, even if he's on the bottom of the totem pole. When a man sees that something must be done, he won't let his lack of position limit him from taking charge. He steps into the gap and assumes responsibility. True leadership is not about superiority, position, or prestige. It's about revealing and releasing the potential of those around you. Leadership is not about the power of one, but facilitating greatness of many. Unfortunately, many men today are sloughing off leadership responsibilities either because of laziness or apathy. They would rather live a life of ignoble ease and have others shoulder the responsibility for them. But the world needs the leadership of virtuous men more than ever. When you're called to serve as a leader, will you be ready to take on the challenge? Now for the 5 traits of leadership. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing, the next best thing is the wrong thing, and the worst thing you can do is nothing. Theodore Roosevelt. In 1950, the Department of Defense printed a small book, The Armed Forces Officer, which gave advice on how to become better leaders and men. In it, the authors listed 5 traits that make an effective leader. We've taken these traits and explored their meaning and application for every man, whether an officer or a civilian. Number 1. Quiet resolution. An effective leader has the resolve to see every task through to the end. Resolve is easy to have in the quiet before the storm comes. It is when the fear, chaos, and stress of a crisis hits that true resolve is revealed. At that moment, the man with quiet resolve does not waffle or stand shilly-shally. Without the terrible grip of indecision seizing him, he is cool and level-headed. Unflappable in the face of challenge. He is not loud, yelling and scurrying about in an attempt to cover his lack of grit with useless action. The man with quiet resolution is a man others can feel supremely confident in. While the world around him goes to pot, he knows what his mission is, and he calmly fulfills it. How to become a leader with quiet resolution. Do not wait for a crisis to emerge to make a decision. Inventory your values and goals, and set a plan for how you will react when certain crises arise and important decisions need to be made. Do not wait to make your choice until the heat of the moment, when you will be most tempted to surrender your values. Set a course for yourself, and when trials come and you are sorely tested, you will not panic. You will not waver. You will simply remember your plan and follow it through. Number 2. The hardihood to take risks. Great achievements come to those who are willing to take risks. A leader who continually plays it safe will never put themselves or the people they lead in a position to experience success. A life without risks is surely alluring. Its sweet lullaby of safety and comfort has lulled many a man into a trap of mediocrity and apathy, but a man who never dares greatly fails to see that he has taken the greatest risk of all, the risk that he will never progress, never refine his soul, never amount to anything worthwhile. How to become a leader that takes risks. The fear of taking risks can be very real. You cannot expect to have the courage to take a large risk when you have had no experience taking small ones. So find opportunities in your daily life to take little risks. As you venture more risks, you develop the capacity to overcome your fear and gain the wisdom to know when a risk is worth taking. In this way, you will achieve the mettle to take the big risk when your leadership abilities are truly called upon. Number 3. The readiness to share in rewards with subordinates. A great leader, although supremely confident, humbly acknowledges that no success, no matter how large of a role he personally played in bringing it to fruition, is wholly a solo effort. He is deeply grateful for everyone who played a part in the achievement, even those who had small roles. He understands that people love to be recognised for their contributions. When a person sees that a leader is humble and will share in success, they're more willing to follow that man. How to become a leader who shares rewards with subordinates. Sharing success with the people who follow you can be as easy as offering public recognition or increasing their compensation. A simple thank you card expressing your gratitude for an employee's effort in completing a project can go a long way. When offering thanks or giving praise, be as specific as possible. This shows the person you lead that you are keenly aware of what they do and makes the thanks or praise more personal and sincere. Number 4. An equal readiness to take the blame when things go adversely. It is when things go wrong that true leaders are separated from the pretenders. An infernal skunk of a leader will gladly accept the accolades when he and his team succeeds, but will find another individual to take the fall when things get tough. When followers see this, it completely demolishes their confidence and allegiance to that leader. True leaders, even when a subordinate is at fault, will take full responsibility for a mistake. An effective leader will then immediately take action to correct the situation. How to be a leader? By taking the blame when things go adversely. When shouldering the blame, you must do so sincerely. To accept blame, but to do so grudgingly, makes you a boy, not a man. Never play the part of the matter and seek glory for taking the fall. Likewise, don't take the blame publicly, but then tell your subordinates that the only reason you took responsibility was to save their butts. You'll look like a phony and deteriorate their trust in you. Number 5. The nerve to survive storm and disappointment, and to face each new day with the score sheet wiped clean, neither dwelling on one's success nor accepting discouragement from one's failures. All of history's great leaders had moments of glorious success and moments of devastating defeat. Great leaders focus on the things they can change and influence, and the past is not one of those things. If you fail, learn from it, but cease to dwell on it. When you succeed, celebrate with your followers and move on. A leader who continually dwells on the past success shows that he has not set his eye on greater things. Additionally, as we learn from the Greeks, a leader's hubris can quickly become their downfall. Always stay humble and hungry. How to become a leader? By not living in the past. Read biographies of great leaders in history. By reading about the lives of these great men, you'll learn that even the best leaders faced enormous setbacks. You'll gain perspective and come to see that one failure does not mean the death of a man's capacity to lead. And the amazing feats of the great men of history will inspire you to believe in the powerful influence of history a true leader can wield. Thank you for watching. Please like if you learnt something and subscribe to keep learning. If you want to read the whole book, then the link is top of the description. If you haven't watched my other videos on this book, or the next video on this book is out, then the playlist will be on screen now. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.